Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we defeated yet another one of Mr. Key's challenges. And hello, Sam. I guess you wanted to be included in the intro. Are you checking out our little sloth skeleton? Is that what this thing was? Well, we might as well talk to you too then. Hey, I made you some instant pancakes. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, Sam, that is so sweet. I guess he was hard at work over here in the kitchen. He wanted to make sure that we made note of it in the intro. A double stack of fluffy, soft pancakes. It actually gives us a little boost in foraging too. Ooh, I wonder if he has his eyes on these cactus fruits then. We should probably give him one of these too. We'll go ahead and give you the gold star cactus fruit, since you do love them so much. It's nice that we have so many extra cactus fruits though, because it turns out that today is Linus's birthday. Now originally I was planning on making him a nice warm home-cooked meal too, but after I saw all of those cactus fruits grown, I thought it might be a better idea for us to bring him one of those. Linus does seem to prefer gifts that are kind of just simple, things that you can find just foraging around the earth. He is a very, very simple man after all, just living out in his tent. And even though it is rather cold in the wintertime, I feel like he would appreciate something like the cactus fruit even more. Something that he probably doesn't get to experience very often since he doesn't go to the desert himself. As far as I know anyways. Maybe in his past he used to. But as I was saying before Sam came over with his pancakes, we defeated Mr. Key's challenge. We went all the way down to floor 25 in the Skull Caverns, which means that he should be ready to give us our reward today. Now I'm very, very curious to see what he may have cooked up for us. He said something about a gold reward, but we know Mr. Key to be a very tricky individual in general. So let's see if he was lying or if he's truly going to give us some treasure. Oh my goodness, 10,000 golds. You did it. I'm very impressed. Enjoy your reward. Well, thank you, Mr. Key. We absolutely will. Actually, that would probably be a good thing for us to store away for our house upgrade. We are so close to that. And I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my gosh, Gus. Gus gave us pancakes too? Oh, how silly is that? Oh, Sam, Gus is trying to outdo you. Well, at least this means that Jess's belly will be nice and full. And I think I see that our flower shack is done as well. Yeah, so this means that Robin should be ready to work on our house upgrade. We just need to gather up enough hardwood for her to do the job. Oh, and look at this place. It's actually pretty big inside. I'll bet we could fit plenty of those garden pots in here for lots and lots of flowers all throughout the season. You know, this place looks familiar. Is this about how big our house was when we first started playing Stardew Valley? I think this is the same like wallpaper and flooring that we had too. So I'll bet that we could probably go down to Pierre's and try to find some decorations for us to put up instead. Something to make it look a little bit more like a flower shack, I guess. A true flower shack to house all of our seeds. We have some summer spangles in here. Some of those fairy seeds, jazz seeds, plenty of sunflowers, and the tulips as well. Though I do believe that we have a couple of extra little flowers sitting inside here too. Things that we were saving away for gifts. But if we're going to just plant all of these flowers into the garden pots anyways, we might as well have the extra seeds. So I think what I'll do is plop these down inside our seed makers. That way they'll be nice and ready by the time we come back, after we give Linus his birthday gift. But first, we can't forget about our animals. Let's make sure that everybody is happy and healthy inside the barn. Now that they have a nice warm heater way over in the corner, nobody should be going cold this winter. Oh, looks like they're very, very happy. Our sheep are the newest residents to the farm, so they don't know us quite as well. But I suppose the big concern is whether or not our rabbits are happy with us. We're waiting for them to drop some of their lucky rabbits' feet, but unfortunately it looks like today is not the day either. I mean, we have to be getting close now, right? Let's see what the rabbits think of us now. Little Kokomo has 2 hearts. It's not quite as full as I would like to see, but at least it means we're well on our way. Basically, based on what I've read about these lucky rabbits' feet, we just have to have a good relationship with our rabbits first. then they'll be a little bit more likely to drop them down in the coop for us. Maybe we should bring one of our jellies over to Gus? If his saloon doors are open, I'm sure he would enjoy some fresh cranberry jelly. I think he may have been the one who gave us that cranberry recipe recently, right? There was something about cranberry sauce. I'm almost positive it was Gus. So this isn't quite the cranberry sauce that he was hoping for, but at least it is cranberry nonetheless. I'm sure he would like to use some fresh ingredients in all of his dishes. But yeah, I am very, very shocked that he gave us the exact same dish as Sam today. I mean, Sam thought he was gonna be all smooth, passing us these fresh, home-cooked pancakes right in the middle of my intro, and then Gus has to come by and steal the spotlight from him. These two are going to find themselves in the midst of an all-out cooking war if we're not careful. Now, Maple, if you wouldn't mind, maybe you could take us straight up to Linus's tent today. He's going to be the top priority after all. We'll go visit Gus after Linus's birthday is totally done and shelved. Actually, we should probably visit Clint as well, because we do have so many geodes to crack open. I mean, even if Mr. Key hadn't given us that wonderful reward, at least we would have had something to take home anyways. Those ghosts in the Skull Caverns seem to give us the Omnigeodes like every single time we hit them, so they're a pretty good steady supply of treasure as well. But Linus, we have this very rare cactus fruit for you. And he loved it. You remembered my birthday. Thank you, this is great. So my suspicions were correct. Yeah, I thought he would like something that he can't easily find around the valley. And since I'm sure he doesn't spend gold very often on the bus tickets, he probably doesn't get to go to the desert often either. Oh, but we should eat one of our pancakes so we can gather up more of these crocuses, since it will give us a little boost in foraging. Yeah, if we find any more little items to gather up around the world, we'll make sure that we eat our pancakes first. I think we're going to make it to Clint's like just in time, just before he closes his doors. I'm pretty sure he usually packs it up around 4 p.m. So thank goodness, Clint, it looks like you're still ready to process some of our geodes. Hopefully we'll get something new out of these. Oh, some stone, okay. That's not very promising. That one looks pretty though. Star shards? Oh, have we given this to Gunther before? I'm not actually sure. Yeah, Gunther can tell us more about this if we donate it to the museum, so he's going to be pretty happy. Have we given him that before? No, it almost looks like a giant cloud. I had a feeling that one was new. One more geode to go, and we have something. Some mudstone, excellent. I'm pretty sure we already gave him our mudstone, so that means we just have 2 new minerals to donate to the museum. We have to be getting so close to finishing off all of those. You know, I think we can actually check if we look inside the menu here. We have our collections, and if we go to the minerals, oh, there's actually quite a few more here to find than I thought there were. Okay, I thought we were only like 1 or 2 away from completing everything. And I do know that there are some things that we haven't given to Gunther. I'm pretty sure that aquamarine is one of them. So maybe there's more exploring for Jess to do yet. It looks like the kids are outside playing in the snow while Penny watches. And there's actually quite a few people inside the library too. Maybe they're here to check out all the new things we're putting on the shelves. Unfortunately, that's not enough to give us another reward. But yeah, it's really nice to see so many people in here. Things have really turned around for Stardew Valley over the past few years. The forest is a wonderful place. Have you been there? Of course we have, Elliot. And that reminds me, we do need to go down to the secret woods before we end the day. It must be nice not having crops to worry about this time of year. You would think so, Abby. And yet, even in the wintertime, Jess is not going to rest on Catdale Farm. We're going to set up our flower shack if it's the last thing we do. It is going to give us quite a bit more work to do as well. That's one of the things I have considered. We're going to have to water those flowers every single day now, and we can't let Jess forget to go into the flower shack to do so. I don't want to see all of our flowers withering away after all. Now I'm sure that the saloon doors are open by now. In fact, this is about the time when everybody usually comes by to say hello to guests, to buy their supper for the night. So let's see if you would enjoy some fresh jelly. A little thank you gift for giving us those lovely pancakes. Oh goodness, are you sure? Of course we are, Gus. We appreciate it very, very much. I can't say that Sam appreciated it as much as we did, but we are definitely going to make a very good use of it. I suppose the pancakes would even be good to take into the mines too. Sometimes we can find tons and tons of mushrooms in those caverns, and those would also count as things that we're foraging up. So maybe we should eat one now? I mean, this is only holly. Technically, people don't enjoy the holly around town, so I think we're just going to pick that one up normally. We probably don't need more of them clogging up our pockets. But if we can find anything else out here, like those crystal fruits, yes, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, let's go ahead and munch on one of these pancakes, get our foraging boost, and hopefully that'll help us gather up more. There we go, we had 2 in that bunch. And you know, there might even be some special little things that we can pick up inside the secret woods. So let's drop Maple off right here, scoot inside and see what's waiting for us today. Oh my gosh, more holly, really? Did I forget my axe? Oh my gosh, I forgot my axe. I know exactly where it is too. It's inside that chest in the house. Oh, Maple, we are going to have to race back there to grab it before it gets too dark. I think we should be able to make it though. That's why it's so nice to have a horse to ride now. If Jess had to trudge her way through the snow like we did last year, that would have been a completely different story. We probably would have had to say goodbye to all of that extra hardwood. But honestly, I think it's only a couple more days before we have enough hardwood for the entire job. We have 129 pieces sitting inside our chest, and we need 150 to make the new house upgrade. But let's go ahead and grab our axe. Yep, sitting right inside our chest. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself. And the daisy too. Why don't we go ahead and give Maple her daisy again? We'll swap it out with that giant big bow that she was wearing for the wedding, and now everything is as it should be again. So let that daisy carry you swiftly to the secret woods. Alright, so there's all of our hardwood for the day taken care of. One more day of this, and I bet we'll have enough to go drop off at Robin's. But tomorrow, we should probably focus on the flower shack this time. We'll see how many of those little garden pots we can make, and we'll take a quick trip over to Pierre's as well, to see if he might have anything inside his stock. Tomorrow's the beginning of a stretch of days that don't include too many special things. There's no birthdays, there's no events. Though we do have that night market coming up in a few weeks, which I am so excited for. I can't wait to see what the people are going to be selling there. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll encounter some brand new things. I know that our house could desperately use something of a makeover, especially if we're going to have some brand new rooms to decorate alongside it. But that was a nice steady sum of gold too, despite the fact that we don't have any crops to sell. So I guess foraging is a pretty good use of our time after all. See, Sam had the right idea in mind with those lovely pancakes of his. The old guitar. I just don't have the drive to play it anymore. Oh, he doesn't play his music anymore, I guess? What's on your agenda today? Oh, Sam, we would love to hear you play your music, to be honest. I can see him strumming on his guitar while we're hard at work on the farm. I mean, it's not as though he's going to be skateboarding in this place right back here with all the snow covering it. So maybe he could spend his time just coming up with some new music instead. And I heard you up here, Daisy, waiting patiently as ever for your water. I haven't noticed Sam filling up her water dish since that very first time. In fact, aside from the pancakes, I haven't noticed him doing much work around here at all. But that was kind of what we expected. Sam wasn't known for having too many chores to do around the house, especially while he was living with Jody. Alright, so the next order of business has got to be the flower shack. Now that we have some more seeds in our pockets, and we can go ahead and plop the rest of our little fairy roses in here too, let's go down to Pierre's. I think his door should be open by now, right? He either opens at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m., and I wouldn't mind waiting outside the shop if he's not ready. So Maple, we're going to leave you here this time. I think we can probably handle walking into town ourselves. Oh my gosh, is that Krobus? Really? I don't think we've ever seen him outside of his sewers before. Oh, he looks so scared too. I don't see him anywhere around here, but I know he ran that way. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's up here by the bus. Maybe he ran, like, back to the sewers? Do you think we have to check him out over there? Oh, I'm surprised he's so scared of us. I thought he was kind of used to us by now. Maybe we need to bring him some more gifts? Wait a second, are these footprints? They're definitely footprints. They look just like ours. Is this where Krobus went then? Yeah, I don't remember these being here before. Wait a second. Krobus? Are you like in one of these bushes? Oh my gosh, he is. Krobus, don't be so scared. Eep, you caught me. I'm sorry, take it, take it. It looks so valuable, I couldn't help myself. They're calling him Shadow Guys, so is that Krobus, or is it like a different sort of monster? I guess that would explain why he's so scared of us if he doesn't actually know us. But it looks like he gave us the magnifying glass. You now have the ability to find secret notes. These notes reveal rare and useful information and can be reviewed in your collections tab. Okay, very, very interesting. Oh, I wish he wasn't so afraid of us. I don't know any other shadow brutes that come out into the main part of town, though. It seems awfully suspicious that he was so close to his precious sewers. I'd be willing to bet that that was probably Krobus after all. Now, I don't think we have any of our void eggs, but we do have some void mayonnaise. Should we go down to the sewers and give him some of this? I know we were going up to Pierre's, but since we just found Krobus, let's make sure that we don't forget about him. Oh, hello. Is he having a standoff with the dwarf? A shadow person above ground? This is outrageous. Your people were responsible for the death of my entire family. Oh boy. It sounds like it might be a standoff after all. But Krobus is much nicer than the other monsters. If you dwarves hadn't driven us from our ancestral home, we'd never had to resort to violence. I'm sorry about your family. Sorry isn't going to cut it. Oh my gosh, are they going to fight now? Oh, Jess, where are you? You need to break up this fight, Jess. I didn't realize that the two had such history. Thank goodness, though. Let me at him, he's despicable. Come and get it, Shrimpy. Oh, and the wizard. Oh, does he know about the feud as well? Hey now. Oh, that wasn't nice. Silence, both of you. I mean, it got their attention, but seriously, Mr. Wizard. The elemental wars have long been finished. You have no reason to be fighting any longer. The two of you must make peace for the sake of the humans that live around you. Surely you can see that. Oh, they have to find a way to get past this feud of theirs. It seems like it might be a feud that's kind of beyond them, like it happened far, far from the past. Or were they actually part of these elemental wars as well? I mean, the wizards seem to know quite a bit about it. Very well, I'll stay away from the sewer from now on. In Krobus. And I'm truly sorry about the past, dwarf. I have no personal gripe with you. Yeah, like, was it their families that destroyed each other? Or were they actually part of the war? Very good, I shall cast a seal of promise to finalize this agreement. Just to make sure that they're not lying, so they can't slink out of this. The wizard has some very, very powerful magic, if it can stop a promise from being broken. I guess we'll have to remember not to get on his bad side, huh? But I am really surprised to see that we're learning more about Krobus in general. Krobus and the dwarf. And he really seemed to like the void mayonnaise too, so we'll have to make sure that we come by and bring you some more of that in the future. I hope you're not actually afraid of us, Krobus. Please don't tell anyone about me. Humans tend to destroy things they can't understand. Well, you poor thing. We're not like that, okay? We just want to get to know you a little bit better, and maybe find some of these little secret notes of yours. Is it something that he's left around the place? And like, where on earth can we find them? Are they in the bushes, maybe? Sorry, Lewis, I don't mean to be snooping around your house over here, but I am very, very curious if maybe Krobus has left something nearby. Since it is right next to the sewers, I suppose that would be the most logical place. Is it in the trash over here? Maybe the bushes behind his house? I don't think we often check in this location. Can we even get back here? Ooh, he actually has quite the yard. Yeah, nothing that I can see. It's just the back of Lewis's old pickup truck. Nothing special for us to use our fancy new magnifying glass on. Did that actually get put inside our wallet? Yep, there it is, right next to our lovely skull key. So we'll just have to keep our eyes particularly peeled. Click on like everything around town to see if we can find any secrets. Now I hope Pierre is still behind the counter today. There we go, it's Farmer Jess, here to see if you have any decorations this time. Maybe some good wallpaper? Oh my gosh, and flooring? Are those the leaves? That is so cute. That would be perfect for the flower shack. It looks like this wallpaper is just like a brown color. Just a plain brown. We could put it up to see what it looks like, but I'm not sure if we're going to keep it. I mean, I guess the place would kind of look like a forest or something. It might work out after all. Now I am suspicious of like every single thing in the town. There has to be a secret note around here somewhere. I wonder if we'll even find some if we go to the desert or the Skull Caves. We should probably poke around our own mines too. It said that it would give us some interesting information, unusual information. So maybe it would even tell us more about the most unusual people in town. Ooh, is there something right here? Oh no, it's just a tree. When the icon changed, I thought I could maybe pick something up. Granted, there are quite a few little wiggly worms in the area, with some snow yams to hopefully finally make those seeds. Okay, no more distractions. It's back to the farm so we can get back to work on our flower shack. So in order to make all of those garden pots, I believe we're going to need some clay, some stone, and some of this refined quartz as well. We don't have that much clay inside our inventory, but we do have plenty of quartz. So if we go ahead and pop these straight into, was it the furnaces? There we go. Then we should have the refined quartz that we need for plenty of these garden pots. So let's see, how many can we actually make with all of the clay that we have? Oh, it only takes one piece of clay per pot. Alright, we might be able to fill up our inventory then. I'm not really sure how many we're going to need, but the house did actually look pretty big. So we'll make as many as we can carry, and then we'll start filling up the place. And we'll see what those wallpapers look like too. Let's see, some leafy flooring. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And then this brown wallpaper. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I think it'll probably do for now. And it gives the room a little bit more of an earthier vibe. So we definitely want to be able to reach all of these flowers. That means we are going to have pathways going through each and every row. But I wonder if it would be a good idea to kind of wrap around the walls. Just have a whole bunch of flowers lined up here, and then we can stick more garden pots in rows, so they're all branching out from the sides. And yes, we are going to need a lot more garden pots. Oh, Jess, it is going to take you all day just to water all of these flowers. You are certainly going to have your work cut out for you, but it's going to be worth it. These flowers are going to be absolutely gorgeous. Luckily, we can still reach the flower pot over on the side, and I do believe with our lovely watering can, we should be able to reach the end of it too. There we go. We will have to find a time to upgrade our watering can in the wintertime. Now that's one thing I didn't exactly think of. We need to make sure that we have it around to keep our flowers healthy. But with all of the iridium in our chest, I definitely want to upgrade before the winter is over. Well, I'm sure we'll find the time. We have plenty of time to go before the winter is even close to ending. Look at all of this refined quartz. Thank goodness. We're going to have to go into the mines just to find quartz of all things. Usually I just sell the stuff off because we don't really have much of a use for it. But I guess I'm going to have to change my ways now. Alright, it is getting far, far too dark in here to do any more work on the flower shack today. But I think we made some pretty good progress. We've almost completed one half the walls. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. Then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side with all of our other flower seeds. We still have some jazz seeds and tulip bulbs to plant, and I also left all of these sunflower seeds inside Daisy's chest over here. So we'll have to make sure that we pop those into some garden pots as well. In fact, I think over the next few days, that's what I'm going to focus on. I'll probably work on collecting some of those winter seeds for us to plant inside our fields. So hopefully when you guys see Cattail Farm again, things will be running much more efficiently. The one thing I want to do before we tuck Jess into bed is just go ahead and make one of those signs. Oh, and I just realized that we forgot to get that hardwood too. Yeah, that's another thing that I'll make sure I focus on while I'm doing all of our chores. But if we go ahead and make one of these wooden signs and plop it down right next to our flower shack, we should be able to mark it off with one of our flowers. Unfortunately, I don't have a torch to light it up, so it might be a little bit hard to see. But I'm pretty sure the only flower I have saved inside this chest is one of our sunflowers. So this is going to have to do for now. But as we grow more seasonal crops... Oh my gosh, how cute does that look? We could add more signs around here to really show off what this house is meant for. Yeah, actually, the sunflower looks really, really cute on the sign. And I'm glad to see that it didn't actually use up our item. I thought it would consume the item if we put it inside, so I guess we can tuck that safely back into our chest. So I don't know about you guys, but I am very, very happy that the flower shack is now a reality. That means that we'll have all of the different seasonal flowers at our disposal, so we can spread them all around Pelican Town no matter what time of year it is. So by the next episode, I'll make sure that everything is in working order. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!